Hello everyone, this is Mr. Howard123 and today I'm going to show you how to use remote update using string control. A lot of people have been asking me on how to use it, how to set it up. They don't really understand how to do it, especially since Xsplit updated their user interface since the last time a lot of people made videos on this subject. So I'm going to actually teach you how this program works, and that's going to help you be able to set this up in XSplit or any other program or any program that uses remote update. So what you want to do first is you should already have XSplit downloaded. You also want to go to the website to download Stream Control. Stream Control, their website is in the description. This is their website here. Um, this is the link to it. It just goes to the main page, and you want to scroll down to where it says download right here. And you want to click that and download the file. I've already done this, and I've saved it to my desktop, as you can see right here in the top left corner. So go ahead and extract that. I'm going to extract it here. I actually have two uh, screens for my desktop. So I extracted it and I moved it here so you can see it. So when you open this file, you're going to get a basically a window that's in these files here. Streamcontrol.exe, that's the file that you would use. So it says please be sure to configure stream control before you start it. I'm going to press OK because I just want to show you some things first. So it should look like this. I actually like the old layout. This is the newer layout. You have the match info, and you have player one and player two, and and all that stuff. And you click the tabs over to go to the different things that you can add. But if you go to settings, click on the settings gear, and go to configuration, you can use the old layout file. What you do is you press browse here, and then you click on old layout, because this is the regular layout that it's using right now, and then you click old layout and then click OK, and that changes it to this, and it has like everything on one. I don't like clicking the tabs. If you want to keep yours small, you can keep it the way it is originally when you first open it, but I like mine like this. I like to see everything at once. But it doesn't matter which one you pick. Okay, so now if you look in this folder here, you have your layout files, which is the two layouts I just talked to you about, and then you have the settings XML and the stream control, and the actual stream control app. If I go over here and I'm going to type my name, and then I'm going to type some guy as player two, and then watch what happens when I save this. So I saved it. I don't know if you noticed in this folder over here, but now a new file just popped up. It says streamcontrol.xml. So this is the actual file that XSplit is going to use. Well, Stream Control and XSplit is going to use to communicate with each other. I'm going to open this file just to show you what I'm talking about. So this is me. This is what happened when I opened the file. It popped up with this. So if you see here where it says P1 name, it says my name in there, because when I typed it here and I pressed save, then the same thing with some guy. When I press save, it put these names here in the file. Boom. You see that? Right? And then I can change the score. Let's give me 2 points. And let's give this guy 1 point. I'm going to click save. And then I'm going to, you either have to refresh this. So I refreshed it, and now it's showing what's saved. my score is 2, and then the P2 score, or P score 2, has 1 point. And I can do the same thing with these titles down here. So let's say we're playing Street Fighter 5. I want to save that. Press save. Let's refresh this so it can update. And here, the C title 1, it says Street Fighter 5 now. So all this is doing is whatever you type in here and you save, it's putting it here in this file, right? Okay, so let's minimize this. Let's minimize this app. Well, this folder. Let's bring back up Xsplit. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to have names at the top, and we want to be able to update those names over here in stream control, and they should update in Xsplit automatically. So we're going to add a title. So I'm going down here to add source, and then I'm clicking text for your source. And now we have a title here, and it has the generic title text here. I like to use Oswald as my font. Boom. And let's save that. Okay, so I'm going to put that up here in the player 1 slot. Let's see if we can make that look pretty. Alright, boom. So I have it here in player 1 slot, but it says title text, and it doesn't say. And let me add a shadow to that so you can see it a little bit better. Settings, font, outline, style, shadow. Yes, I want a shadow. Oh, gotta make the shadow black. Alright, still can't see the shadow, but whatever. Let's move on. So I added this says title text. We don't want it to say title text. We want it to say Mr. Hog 123 because that's what's in player 1 slot here. Alright, so here's the part you really need to pay attention to, because I'm gonna show you how to set up XSplit so it reads the same file that stream control is changing with these titles that I'm putting in here. Okay, so I'm going to my title text. I'm clicking that. I'm going to settings. All right, so we're gonna click this we're gonna check this box here that says use custom script, right? Boom, I checked it, and now all of a sudden it disappeared because it doesn't know what script I'm trying to use. And we're going to go to edit script, and it says blank template here. You want to change that. Let's change that to load from a local file. Load from local file, because the file that we're loading from is actually on our desktop on a local file, right? So you're going to click that, and it says file path. It wants to know the path to the file that's being edited. And remember, I told you that the file that's being edited, it's here, that streamcontrol.xml. It just wants to know where this file is, right? So, and also remember, I told you anything I type in here, it's editing this file. It's putting it here. It's saving it to this file. So it wants to know where this file is so it can read this file, okay? So what you want to do is you want to go to your stream control app. Here, you're going to click on settings, right? You're going to click on configuration. Now, this says XSplit path, and it says this is usually where it goes, but no, we're going to find the path here. You're going to click browse. All right, so it says, look, it's PC, then it's desktop here, and then stream control, because it's on my desktop, and then there's the stream control folder. All right, so you want to copy this. Let's copy this whole thing. I'm going to right click it just so you can see what I'm doing. I'm clicking copy. I'm clicking copy here and close that. And then for here on file path in XSplit, I'm going to paste it. It's not letting me bring up the menu, so I'm going to Control V to paste. Boom. So if you look at it, it says this is the file path, desktop, stream control, right? And if you look in your actual file folder, if you look at this here, it's the same thing, desktop, stream control. Now here's the tricky part. Here's the part that you need to remember, you need to know. Now that it knows what folder it is in, it needs to know what file it is. And the file is streamcontrol.xml. So you see how we have these backslashes here? How it says user backslash Roger backslash desktop backslash stream control. Those are all folders, right? So if you look here, it says the same. This has the same thing. The backslash backslash backslash. And you want to go all the way to the end. Now, when you put the name of the actual file, you want to put a /. And that's the slash that's under your question mark on your keyboard. So I got a /. That means, okay, this is the file I want to use. So it's streamcontrol.xml, right? Streamcontrol.xml. That means, hey, it's this file right here, streamcontrol.xml. That's the file you want to use for your update. Now, this is the player one name. So this is where this second line comes in at. This is saying, okay, now that we're in the file, I need to know what in the file you want me to put in this place, right? So if you look at the actual file, if on player one, we want, we want it to say Mr. Howard 123 because that's who's on player one. And if you look at these brackets or these less than and greater than signs, it says P name 1, and then here it says / P name 1, right? So we want XSplit to read whatever is in between here, right? Which is the Mr. Howard 123. So I'm going to move this over here so you can still see it. Right here where it says delimiter 1, it has these same brackets. What you want to do is you want to type in what it says. P name 1. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to do / P name 1. Okay? So that basically what that's saying is you're telling XSplit, I want you to come to this file. Here's the path. It's saying what's the path. I showed them the path to this actual file, and it said, okay, now what do you want me to read? We want you to read whatever is in between the P name 1, which is Mr. Howard 123. That's what it's asking here. This is the beginning, and then this line right here is the end. So it's going to read whatever's in between these two names. Update interval, you can leave that at 1. That just says how fast you want it to update. And then behavior online, replace, you can leave all that. What matters is these 3 lines right here. Where's the file at and what you want me to read. Okay, so update text. Boom, I updated the text and now my name is in there. So what's going to happen is anytime I save anything here in stream control to player 1, I'm going to type in the name and then let's type in a new name, new guy, and then I save it. Okay, this file right here, it's going to save to this file. It already saved to it, but since I got the file open already, it doesn't update it automatically, so you have to refresh it. And when I refresh it, it says new guy instead of Mr. Howard 123 right here. And then XSplit is going to say, it's going to constantly check this file to see what's in this file, and it's going to update it automatically. So when I click here, you see it says new guy because it read that file and it updated it for you. Same, and you would do that for everything here. Like for player 2, you would update player 2. Player 2 says some guy here. You would go through all those steps again, and then instead of putting p name 1 right here, you would put p name 2 for that actual title, and then it will update player 2, and you would put it up here in the right corner at the top, right? Same thing with the score. If you look at your file here, p score 1, p score 1, anything in between p score 1, that's what it's going to put on that file. You would put p score 1 here, and then p score 1 here. Now, this is case sensitive, right? So that means anything that's on this file, you have to type it exactly the way it is on this file, or it's not going to read it right. So you have to have a lowercase p, you have to have a capital N, and then spell the rest of it out. So it is case sensitive. You have to put the capitalized letters in there, or it's not going to read it correctly, right? And that's basically how you do it. You would do the same thing for every other title. I actually have another stream control up here. Let me open that one so you can see. You can have as many stream controls as you want. So I open my second stream control, and that one's here. So if you look at all of this, this is what I was using for another tournament that I was hosting. And for instance, this text right here, see you next time, thanks for watching. This is my break screen. I use this for my break. I use this for when I'm away from the stream or whatever. And I have it set up for this line right here, this mtext2 line. See you next time, thanks for watching. I have it typed in here, and it puts it here. I could change it to bathroom break. And then save it. And it updates. Taking a bathroom break, I'll be right back. So you can have as many stream control files as you want. It just needs to know, okay, this file right here, I'm going to edit it, and then XSplit just needs to know exactly where that file is, where and what it's actually doing, and then you can just set it up any way you want to. I hope this helps. If you do OBS, it's basically the same thing. You can find all of this that's in XSplit, you can find it in OBS and then do it the exact same way. It's going to ask you for the exact same thing. It just might be worded a little bit differently. If you can't figure it out from this video, then just shoot me a message, and I don't mind making another video for OBS. But I do think that me showing you how to do it this way, you can figure it out in OBS because it's kind of the same thing. People can't figure out when XSplit updates it how to do it, or in other programs how to do it, because they don't know how it actually works. And now that you know how it works, you should be able to do it. If this video helped, give me a like, give me a subscribe. I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv. My name on twitch.tv is Mr. Howard123. And all the links for my streams, my YouTube, everything is in the description. So go ahead and follow me there, subscribe, do whatever you feel you need to do, and I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. See you next time.